Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo-Hio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
We're good? Okay.
We welcome you back into the Rock here at Portsmouth West High School. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty here at the start of the game, but nonetheless, we are rocking and rolling here at the Rock as Portsmouth West early on faces a 3rd and 4 as they hand it off up the middle, crowded by a herd of Pirate defenders. Mason Parker on the carry for Portsmouth West. Carson Francis and John Bruce joining you from Portsmouth West High School, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth West, matching up in the SOC2 title game here in Week 10 of the regular season. As Portsmouth West will go for it, 4th and 1 at their own 29. They hand it off. It's Parker up the middle. And it looks like it's going to be a first down for Portsmouth West. Portsmouth West going ground and pound, sticking to that ground game as we know they've done all year long.
Yeah, sorry about that. You know, that's kind of where our Dewey Daily normally takes care of that tech, and we thought we were good. Apparently not. But as Carson, you said, you know, the ground and pound, if West is going to win the game, they've got to be able to pick up those tough yardage like they were able to do there on that 4th and 1.
Parker will take the direct snap. Gains a couple yards. Good pickup for Mason Parker. The 5'11 senior. He's coming off maybe his biggest game of the year. 21 carries, 227 yards, 3 touchdowns in a win over Oak Hill last week.
Yeah, it's been an offense that has been growing throughout the season. They seemed super one-dimensional early, and then they've kind of grown throughout the year, finding different guys that can really make plays for the Senators.
2nd and 6 for the Senators. They hand it off. It's Bishop. Bishop on the outside. Works his way towards... It's close, but it looks like they will give Anthony Bishop the first down.
Yeah, I thought he landed a little bit further down, but ends up being able to pick up the first. Nice job getting him in motion there. And when you've got Bishop and Parker, you've got 2 dynamic athletes that can do a lot of different things for the Senators, mostly running the ball, but at the same time, they've grown with Brody Hall at the helm throughout the year.
Brody Hall drops back to pass. Brody Hall tried to go for a screen, but it was deflected by a couple Wheelersburg defensive linemen.
I think Ryan Meeker, 64, was the first one to get a hand on it, read it pretty well. And that's kind of the thing that West has been trying to do. Trying to throw the ball, but also do it in a safe way. That's typically a safe play, but Ryan Meeker does a good job getting his hand up and knocking that ball down.
Brody Hall only 3 for 8 last week in the game against Oak Hill, 44 yards. Here they hand it off to Bishop. Bishop getting almost nothing, stopped just at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so now this is what typically West wants to avoid, the 3rd and long situation. But they've moved the ball pretty well so far. If they could pick up a little bit here, maybe the decision gets a little more interesting.
West lines up in the eye. Hall will hand it off. Parker. Parker gets a couple, but not nearly enough.
Yeah, I think this is going to probably lead to a punt. You could always see a fake, but at the same time, I think they're hoping if Parker could pick up 6 or 7 right there, maybe they're going to be able to think about going for it, but now it's just going to be a punt for the Senators.
Christian Carrasco, the punter for the Senators, and back deep to return for Wheelersburg is Kenyon Evans. Low snap, he has trouble with it. Carrasco's got to hurry. Carrasco taken down. Can't get the punt off. Landon Evans, or Nathan Lanning, got back there to make the tackle, and Wheelersburg set up in perfect position with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, those are the plays you can't have if you're the Senators to win games like this. The snap, about 2 yards short. Carrasco wasn't able to really gather it and be able to get the punt away. Probably better that he just took the tackle instead of trying to get that punt away, because that was going to get blocked, and then that's when even more trouble happens.
So Wheelersburg will set up shop at the Portsmouth West 35. Braylon Rucker, the signal caller, lines up in the shotgun. Rucker rolls out to his left. Looking downfield, he's going to try to do it with his legs. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage, but good pursuit by the Portsmouth West defense to force him out of bounds.
Yeah, one of the things we've heard throughout the season is that West isn't great against the pass, but they did a really good job there, forcing Rucker to just keep moving. Ends up being a 1-yard loss on the play, but good heads-up play by Rucker to just get near the line of scrimmage when that could have been a much larger loss or maybe a turnover if he just is reckless with the ball.
277 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground this season for Braylon Rucker. Can do it with both his arm and his legs. It's 2nd 11 for the Pirates. They send a man in motion. Rucker fakes the handoff, finds a man open. Brady Doss gets away and into the red zone. It's a nice little snuff play from Braylon Rucker to Brady Doss, and the Pirates are in the red zone.
Yeah, Doss does a good job of avoiding contact, ends up picking up about 16 on the play. So a good start here for the Pirates.
1st and 10 at the 13. Rucker hands it off. It's Elijah Brown. Elijah Brown trying to get pushed forward and gets stood up after a gain of maybe 2.
Yeah, West does a really good job against the run. They've got some really good size up front. They move well for their size, do a good job there. I know Wheelersburg's going to try to do some things to make it to where they can get some misdirection going. Look like they tried a little bit there, but I think opening up things through the air a little bit is going to make things ultimately a little bit easier for the Pirates to move the ball.
2nd and 8 at the 11. Rucker hands it off. It's Ison Emnett. Ison Emnett gets a few more yards, and it'll be 3rd down and about, looks like about 5 from up here.
Yeah, it looked like he got a little bit more on there, but ultimately ends up being only a gain of 3 on the play. I think it may have got stood up a little bit in the backfield, and he's able to cut to his left a little bit and then ultimately move upfield.
3rd and 5 at the Portsmouth West 8. Rucker fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. Rucker fires to the end zone, complete, touchdown, Pirates. Brady Doss, back corner of the end zone. And the Pirates are on the board first in this league title match.
Yeah, a really good play design there. Really one option on the play, and it was Brady Doss, but Doss is able to get free from his defender, and a perfect throw from Rucker finds him. 6-0 Pirates.
First touchdown reception of the season for Brady Doss. And the Pirates take advantage of the field position and go down and get 6 points.
And Cooper Heimbach, very solid kicker as well for the Pirates.
Extra point from Heimbach is up and good. Heimbach has not missed an extra point this season. That will not continue for now. And the Pirates take an early 7-0 lead here at The Rock. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
Cooper Heimbach will send things away for the Pirates, as they'll send this one into the end zone for a touchback, as Portsmouth West will send the offense back out for the second time. But Wheelersburg strikes first, an 8-yard touchdown pass from Braylon Rucker to Brady Doss.
Yeah, it was, like we said, it was a really, really well-designed play on that 3rd and 5. And with how good of a kicker Heimbach is, you're in field goal range anyway. Now, for West, you moved the ball a little bit in the last possession. You got 2 first downs, and then ultimately weren't able to get anything on that 1st and 10 on that screen pass they threw. So let's see if they can keep moving the ball again here. I think you got to try to run some clock. You got to try to get on the scoreboard here if you're the Senators.
6:16 remaining in the first quarter. 1st and 10 at the 20. Hall hands it off to Parker. Parker stopped immediately at the line of scrimmage.
It looks like he was able to fall forward for about a yard, but the I form is going to be tough. No matter how good this West offensive line is with Gayer, Carver, Rapp, Woods, Thompson, they've done a really good job throughout the year. This Wheelersburg defensive front is very battle tested.
2nd and 9 at the 21. They'll toss it. Parker. Parker tries to get to the outside, but doesn't get much. Good pursuit again by this Wheelersburg defense.
Yeah, and as that play is developing, I'm like, I like the fact that they are trying something different with a little bit of a toss sweep there, but Wheelersburg just all over the place right there. Ultimately, only a gain of 1 for Parker.
Logan Evans made the tackle there for the Pirates, and just like that, another 3rd down and 8 for Portsmouth West. Hall rolls out to his right. Looking downfield, pass is complete. Anthony Bishop showing off some athleticism. Portsmouth West, as we talked about, likes to run a lot, but we see that the passing game is starting off to be effective as well. It's Anthony Bishop on the reception.
Yeah, Bishop, for not being very big. I mean, what is he listed at? 5'8". Can really jump up, does a really good job of high pointing the ball, and makes a great catch there for a 20-yard gain. Big time play for the Senators.
1st and 10 at the 42. Bishop hands it off. Parker just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're going to have to try something with, they got Bishop on a sweep on the last possession, picked up about 9 on it. Right now they're just going straight forward. Eventually that may work because you're starting to wear down the Pirates, but right now not working early.
Coming into this game, Mason Parker, 173 carries, 986 yards, and 13 touchdowns. But so far, Wheelersburg has had an answer as Hall rolling out to his left, looking downfield, pass intended for Logan Wolfenbarker is broken up.
That had a little juice on it. Just goes through Wolfenbarker's hands. He would probably tell you he should have caught it. Maybe a little bit of the dampness from earlier, but, we saw it in week 4 when Hall threw the ball. It looked pretty good. They just didn't do it a lot because they didn't really have to. But, the 2 throws he's made downfield so far both look pretty good so far. So I think right here you're probably going to be looking for Anthony Bishop.
It's Kenyon Evans on the coverage there for Wheelersburg. 3rd and 10 at the 42. 3 receivers to the left of Hall. Hall will roll out to his right, looking downfield for Bishop again. What a catch by Anthony Bishop, but it will not be enough for a 1st down. But Bishop going up through contact, coming down with the catch, sets up a 4th and 1.
Yeah, the contact may have got there a hair early, so, Coach Gilliland, maybe you want to try to see if you can get a flag on that, even though he makes the catch, because you're still about a half yard short here. But you've been able to pick up 1 pretty consistently, so I would assume we're going to go to Parker.
Here's the handoff. Parker dives forward, picks up a 1st.
Yeah,
right on cue.
Yeah, he's with a senior like that, he knows all he's got to do is get 1 to 2 yards. Picks up 2 on the dive, but that's just showing leadership and not trying to make too much happen. You just move the chains. Really nice play there by Mason Parker.
Back up to the line now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Hall hands it off to Bishop. Bishop working his way up the middle. Nice gain for Anthony Bishop on the ground before being taken down by Brady Doss.
Yeah, Bishop has moved the ball really well. Obviously, throughout the year, over 1,100 yards rushing. But anytime he can get a touch on it, and I think we kind of saw his explosion an introduction to the varsity stage in week 4, and he's continued throughout the season.
2nd and 2. They'll hand it off up the middle. It's Bo Roten picks up a first down for the Senators.
Yeah, and when you're running, it's like the play action. When you're running plays a similar way, you can get that fullback dive. We saw it with Portsmouth a couple weeks ago, and Bo Roten does a really good job of just picking up what is there. Ends up picking up about 7 on the play.
32 yards on 4 carries, 2 touchdowns last week for Bo Roten. Senators moving the ball downfield quickly. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining as they hand it off Bishop. Bishop trying to get to the outside. Bishop fighting his way forward. It takes a cast of Pirate defenders to bring him down.
We say it from time to time, like, oh, this guy's a dude, this guy's a dog. Anthony Bishop's a dog. Like, we saw it last year with his brother whenever we were able to stream him. Jeffrey was outstanding. Anthony Bishop has just carried that on and has done a fantastic job so far this year, and especially tonight as well. 12 yards on that play when it looked like he had about 2.
10 seconds on the play clock. Bishop in motion. They'll hand it off to Bishop. Bishop dancing. Bishop up the middle. Taken down inside the 10. And another Portsmouth West first down.
Yeah, another 12 yards. Anthony Bishop, it's like clockwork. Whenever he gets a touch, something positive is going to happen because you've got Mason Parker who's just pounding it up the middle, but now you're using the outside a little bit, and that's going to open things up for Mason Parker as well.
1st and goal at the 10. Hall, they'll hand it off. Parker up the middle. Gains a couple.
Yeah, but also it's so much harder to score when you're in the red zone. So where you can use Bishop side to side, there's not as much extra room on that. So it's going to be interesting to see some of these play calls here.
Portsmouth West hurries back to the line, and we got a whistle.
Timeout,
Wheelersburg. And we will step aside with them. Portsmouth West moving the ball, 2nd and goal at the 8. When we return, you're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
Back here at the Rock, Wheelersburg leading Portsmouth West 7-0, but the Senators are knocking on the door. It's 2nd and goal at the 8. And last week, this is a really good Wheelersburg defense. Last week, they gave up just 44 yards total offense. What has Portsmouth West done to exploit that?
Yeah, it's been able to get side to side. They've been able to use Anthony Bishop in a lot of different ways. And I look for that to continue.
They'll toss it to Bishop. Bishop cuts it up and picks up maybe 2, so that'll make it a 3rd down and goal at the 6.
Yeah, right now it's showing 4 on our scoreboard. We'll get that fixed here in just a moment. But 3rd and 6 coming up.
This is one of the places that the timer on the scoreboard does the basketball seconds, where they show the tenths of a second.
Yes.
So that's what you're seeing on the scoreboard at home. 3rd and goal at the 6. They hand it off. Parker gets to the outside and into the end zone. Touchdown Senators. Portsmouth West answers quickly.
Yeah, it's a big-time score there. Good job there by the offensive line, getting a push. And Mason Parker just following it into the end zone.
Six-yard touchdown run from Mason Parker. And head coach Todd Gilliland will leave his offense out and try to go for 2. They'll hand it off. Parker up the middle. We await the signal. And they say Parker did not make it in, so a nice drive from Portsmouth West still leaves them a point behind. but it's still 7-6 in favor of the Wheelersburg Pirates with 26 seconds left in the first quarter. As we try to fix some scoreboard issues here on the technical side of our stream. I want to give a huge shout out to our Kenneth Hay as well. He's the first member of our team to get here, got us the spot inside, and then before the game braved the elements outside in the downpour manning the camera. So Kenneth Hay, he's been a big asset on all of our streams this year, as he's been tonight. Portsmouth West will tee things up. Back to return for Wheelersburg is Hunter Bivens. And they will kick it off to Elijah Brown, the second returner, but the kick goes out of bounds. That'll be a penalty on the Senators.
Throw the penalty flag. Brings the ball out to the 35-yard line.
So that'll put the ball at the Wheelersburg 35 with 26.2 remaining in this first quarter. Wheelersburg scored on their first possession in great field position with an 8-yard pass from Braylon Rucker to Brady Doss. As they'll look to replicate that when their offense takes the field. Or no, I take that back. It looks like we are going to redo the kickoff there as we have our scoreboard fixed now.
We think.
So instead of placing the ball at the 35, Portsmouth West will retry the kick just from 5 yards back. Christian Carrasco to send it away for the Senators. As he sends this one deep, as it is fielded by Elijah Brown at the 15. Brown up the far sideline. Elijah Brown up the hash. Brown taken down just past the 45-yard line. Big return from Elijah Brown puts Wheelersburg in great field position.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why you have them re-kick. You ends up being another 11 yards out of it than what you would have had. So I like the call there from Coach Woodward. Once again, like we said with the 10th of the second, we got 16.8 left here in the quarter. So anytime it gets under the 1-6 or 2-6, we'll be good.
First and 10 at the 46. Rucker fakes a handoff, screen pass to Kenyon Evans, and Kenyon Evans tried to get to the sideline but taken down after a gain of a few yards. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter here at The Rock. Wheelersburg leading Portsmouth West 7-6 in this SOC2 title game. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
Start of the second quarter here at Portsmouth West as Wheelersburg is in enemy territory. Braylon Rucker will keep it himself, fakes the handoff, and fighting his way close to the first down. I think he was stood up just before crossing the marker.
stop along with
But a good tough carry there from Braylon Rucker. And that'll make it 3rd and 1 at the Portsmouth West 45.
Third down short for the Pirates.
Two receivers to the left of Rucker. Rucker, he'll hand it off. It's Elijah Brown. Elijah Brown breaks a tackle, and he's up the middle. Elijah Brown, touchdown Pirates. 44-yard carry up the middle, and the Pirates answer right back.
5'10", 175 pounds. Elijah Brown, the junior, breaks an early tackle, busts through a 40-yard touchdown. Big-time play for the Pirates.
Sixth rushing touchdown of the season for Elijah Brown. Cooper Heimbach out to attempt the extra point. Kick is away, and it is good. So a huge carry for a touchdown by Elijah Brown extends the lead to 8 for Wheelersburg. And we'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
A 44-yard touchdown run from Elijah Brown extends Wheelersburg's lead to 14-6 early on in the second quarter, as they'll kick it away, and Portsmouth West looks to answer right back.
Yeah, for the Senators, they have to just keep doing what they're doing on the offensive side of the ball. They got to figure out something to be able to get a stop, though, the next time the Pirates come out, as they've scored pretty easily both times. The first time with a short field, second time not the longest field. I mean, they only had to go 55 yards, but they moved the ball fairly easily.
Heimbach will send it away for the Pirates. Has a good boot, fielded just past the goal line. And it's Bishop. Bishop tried to get up the middle, makes his way just past the 25-yard line, and that's where the Senators will set up shop with 11:07 in the second.
Yeah, when Heimbach kicks, there's a lot of times that you're going to be, like, you could probably just let it go and you're going to be at the 20, but Bishop ends up taking a chance, ends up getting it into better field position than if he would have just let that one go to the end zone. But the last drive, they went 80 yards to pay dirt. So, I mean, it's not something that the Senators can't do. They moved the ball in the first possession before stalling out. Let's see what they can do here on their third.
Brody Hall in the shotgun. He'll hand off Parker. Ball is out, and it's recovered by the Pirates. Kenyon Evans fell on the loose ball, and once again, Wheelersburg is in excellent field position, and they look to capitalize. Costly turnover there from the Senators. And Kenyon Evans falls on it and makes the Senators pay. So Wheelersburg will set up shop at the Portsmouth West 28, 11:02 in the second quarter. Snap to Rucker, handoff, Ison Emnett fighting his way up the middle for a nice gain.
And I believe it was Luke Willis, number 33, that was the one that forced the fumble. Nice play for the senior, and then, as you mentioned, Kenyon Evans is the one to jump on it.
Carry from Ison Emnett makes it 2nd and 2 at the 20. Rucker hands it off, it's Hall. Stephen Hall up the middle.
Stephen Hall back in the pigskin.
And they will give Stephen Hall a first down on that carry.
Yeah, and once again, you've got the blocking back right there. You reward him on occasion, and Hall does a nice job picking up the first down. He averages 4.3 per carry on the season. Picks up about 3 on that one for the first.
Stephen Hull, the 5'8 sophomore, on the last carry for the Pirates. 1st and 10 at the 18. Elijah Brown to the left of Braylon Rucker. Rucker looking downfield, pass is complete. It's Landon McGraw on the out route.
Yeah, just moving the ball really nice right here. They're using a variety of receivers as well. I mean, that's only the second one between Doss and McGraw, but with Evans also, you've got a big play threat.
Rucker, handoff. Elijah Brown stopped just at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard. Micah Barnes on the tackle for Portsmouth West. 2nd and goal at the 4. Pirates hurry back to the line of scrimmage. Rucker fakes the handoff. Rolling out, he's under pressure. Goes back to his left, and Braylon Rucker is into the end zone. Braylon Rucker does it himself from 4 yards out, and the Pirates are up by 2 scores.
Yeah, they look like they were trying to get a fade on the far side of the field. It's not there. The junior quarterback pulls it and rips it into the near side corner. 20-6 Pirates.
7th rushing touchdown of the game for the junior quarterback. Heimbach out once again for the PAT. Snap is good. The hold kick is away and good. Cooper Heimbach automatic. And a 4-yard touchdown rush from Braylon Rucker makes it a 2-score game with 9:30 till halftime. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Back here at Portsmouth West High School, it's 21-6 in favor of Wheelersburg with 9:30 remaining in this first half. We talked about this before the game, before our technical issue, but both of these teams started off very slow to start the season, but especially Wheelersburg, they found their rhythm, and they're here in position to play for another SOC title, and they're off to a great start.
Yeah, they play one of the tougher non-conference schedules in the state of Ohio, so that has got them prepared here for Week 10. Now, for West, they've had 2 big mistakes so far, and it's turned into quick points for Wheelersburg, so they have to eliminate those to have any chance here tonight.
Heimbach will send it away, and this time the Senators will let it bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and they will take the ball at the 20.
Yeah, that one a couple yards deep on the kick for Heimbach. We're getting some rain to come down, which may slow down the passing game. But for West, he fumbled on the last possession. I'm guessing Mason Parker's going to want to get the ball back and go again after the costly fumble. But you also have Anthony Bishop, who's done really well receiving and running so far. So you got a couple options here if you're the Senators.
Some work to do for Portsmouth West as they trail by 15 on their home field. Hall hands it off. Parker up the middle, goes down. After a short pickup, it was Parker who coughed up possession on the last drive and gave great position to the Pirates for an easy score.
Yeah, the senior picks up about 5 there. That should put him over 1,000 on the season. Only needed 14 coming into the game. And outside of the fumble, he's ran the ball pretty well. Not gotten a lot of room so far.
2nd and 5, they hand it off. It's Parker again, stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I would like to see something where even if you're not going to give the ball to Anthony Bishop, get him in motion to where they've got to at least account for it. Because right now it's just coming downhill and you know where it's going.
3rd and 5 at the 25. They'll toss it to Bishop. Bishop gets to the outside. Anthony Bishop, he's got some room. Anthony Bishop stiff arm and taken down past midfield. Big run by Anthony Bishop.
Yeah, you go power I there. You just run the toss sweep, 27 yards for Anthony Bishop. And I would like to know what his yards after contact is because he carried a defender with a stiff arm about another 4 or 5 yards there. Just another impressive run for the sophomore.
That was Xavier Miller fighting the stiff arm to bring Bishop down. 1st and 10 at the Wheelersburg 48. Hall hands it off. Bishop again with a nice carry.
Give him 5 on the play. He's just fighting for every yard they can get, and that's what you get from the Senators. You get these tough, hard-nosed kids that are never going to quit, and that's why if you're Wheelersburg, you have to do what they've done so far. You take advantage of any mistakes they've done, and that's why they have this 15-point lead right now.
2nd and 5 at the 43. They'll toss it to Parker. Parker cuts it and taken down after. No, he stays on his feet. No, they blow the play dead. And the Portsmouth West fans here are not happy about that one.
But you have to think that the whistle getting blown, maybe that's why Wheelersburg stops on the play. It looked like they had him bottled up. And here's what makes it worse. They had actually gone a yard further downfield, and they stepped it back. So it ends up going from a gain of 2 that could have possibly been a 44-yard score or 43-yard score. Ends up only being a gain of 1.
And we'll have timeout here called by the Senators, and we will step aside with them. 21-6, Wheelersburg. You're watching Ohio High School Football and Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Portsmouth West trailing by 2 scores, but they're once again moving into enemy territory with 6:48 left in the first half. Head coach Todd Gilliland in his 4th season with the Senators as head coach. 53-43 overall. He's led Portsmouth West to the playoffs all 4 seasons as head coach. As the 3rd and 4 is a handoff to Bishop. Bishop gets a little bit of room and picks up a first down.
Yeah, he's. I don't know if it's where they've been riding him so much throughout the year that his confidence has grown, but he looks like a completely different runner from the first half of week 4 to even the second half of week 4, and now even more. He just looks like every time he touches the ball that he thinks he's going to break one, and he's done a pretty good job of it so far.
West quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Parker on first down. Mason Parker through contact, barreling his way for a first down.
That's his long of the game, an 11-yard pickup there by the senior. He does a good job hitting the hole, and then once he sees contact coming, he adds a little bit of his own.
It's a 2-headed monster they've had all season long in the form of Anthony Bishop and Mason Parker. 1st and 10 at the 25. They'll toss it again. Parker, far side. Parker taken down after a gain of about 5.
Yeah, good recovery there. I thought it was Kenyon Evans, but I wasn't 100% sure. Good recovery by Kenyon Evans after getting an initial block to come back and shut down Parker as he was getting ready to cut that one back upfield. But still, a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6 at the 21. Here's Bishop. Bishop trying to fight his way forward, doesn't get much. Good pursuit by the Wheelersburg defense.
Ison Emnett does a nice job there. And really, that's the first time where Bishop has not picked up, like his short before that was 2, and then other than that was 5. So, I mean, he's been able to really pick up yardage throughout. I know in week 4, we saw Drew Detweiler knock down a field goal, which is his only field goal of the year, but I would think you got to be in 4-down territory if you're the Senators.
3rd and 6 at the 21. Handoff up the middle. Not a whole lot. Definitely not enough for a first down.
It ends up being a pickup of 3.
Stopped by Ryan Mather.
So that'll make it 4th down and about 2. But they'll say 3 here on the scoreboard. But regardless, Portsmouth West will leave the offense out. They hand it off. Bishop denied. The ball.
That's a dead ball. Yeah, it's called.
They blow it dead, but Wheelersburg's defense comes up once again with the stop on 4th down.
Yeah, it's, you know, you have a good idea of what's coming. If you can get the initial push, like Wheelersburg did there, ends up stopping the explosive Bishop in the backfield. You know, ground calls the fumble. Good call there by the officials. But now, if you're Wheelersburg, if you could score here, you're almost to, you know, kind of the nail in the coffin here. If you're West, you get a stop, you can get back into the, locker room and regroup. But you haven't got a stop yet. 3 possessions, 3 scores for the Pirates. Let's see if anything can change here for the Senators.
4:17 until halftime. 1st and 10 at the 20. Rucker tosses it. Stephen Hall. Stephen Hall picks up a 1st down. Tough run from Stephen Hall.
Yeah, give him 11 on that. You know, for Wheelersburg, you got 2 timeouts left, 4:10 left here in the half. 69 yards to go. You've got a really good kicker in Cooper Heimbach. His long on the year is 46 yards, 6 for 7. I want to know what the one miss was, because I mean, he hasn't missed an extra point. He's been dead on all season.
They hand it off again. Hall picks up about 5. And, you know, we talk about the explosiveness of Parker and Bishop for West, but for Wheelersburg, that backfield is all about power, and they do it to perfection almost.
Yeah, you've got 3 different ball carriers that have gotten a lot of runs throughout the year, all over 4.3 a carry. That makes it for a dynamic backfield for sure.
Rucker hands it off. It's Ison Emnett this time. Ison Emnett fighting his way forward through some tacklers, picking up another 1st down.
Yeah, pickup of 9 there, and kind of like what we mentioned with Anthony Bishop, how he's making things happen, get through tackles. He's doing the same thing right there. Ison Emnett with a dynamite run. I believe he was the one that made the stop on the last possession as well on Bishop in the backfield. So nice little game so far for Emnett.
1st and 10 at the 44. Wheelersburg going to stick to the ground game. It's Hall fighting his way forward, picks up a couple.
Yeah, and it was Anthony Bishop makes the play to bring him down, just getting low, making it to where Hall has to try to get over him, ends up being a 3-yard gain. Time, though, is moving a good bit, so for Berg, we may see them open things up a little bit, but still with this really steady rain we've got, maybe it's going to stay on the ground.
2nd down, Rucker rolling out to his right. He's got Evans on the sideline through his hands.
Yeah, and I think that may have been a little bit of rain aided, but like we said on that ball, Wolfenbarker that went through his hands earlier, Evans would tell you that he's got to catch that ball. Nice throw by Rucker. Stops the clock with 2:30 left, and we haven't mentioned that West has all 3 of their timeouts left.
So if you're Portsmouth West, you'll take that. But a stop here would be all the more important. 3rd and 7 at the 47. Rucker fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself. Rucker spins and goes down at the 50.
Ends up being about a gain of 3 on the play for Rucker.
They'll credit Bishop with the tackle.
I think if you're at the 50, I understand wanting to go for it here, but if you don't get it, that gives West really a short field. So
2 minutes left, and
yep.
I was thinking Wheelersburg might try to get the Senators to jump offside, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, the hard count, just because there was, to me, there was no reason to go for it there. So why not try the hard count? Good call there by Coach Woodward, and good discipline by the Pirates to not jump on their own. 1:57 left to play. Now you're in excellent position now if you're Wheelersburg.
1st and 10 at the 45. 1:57 until halftime. Rucker, they'll draw it. Elijah Brown picking up about 2.
Yeah, I like a good draw play. Nice play design, but good job there by the Senators to shut that down after only a 2-yard gain.
2nd and 8. Rucker hands it off. It's Brown again. Brown, minimal gain. A pair of Senators making the stop. Christian Carrasco and Tilton Rapp teaming up for the tackle there. It's 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, good job there by the linebackers of the Senators to get around there, make the stop as we're getting closer to 1 minute left here in the first half.
3rd and 7 at the 42. Rucker, screen pass on the outside. Mowry incomplete.
Yeah, and that's another one where, you know, when the rain comes down, if you're not used to playing in it, you're not used to the wet ball, it's going to make things kind of difficult to catch. But once again, probably should make that play as you hits them right in the hands.
And it's also, you just got to tell yourself, even though the ball's going to be wet, catch the ball first,
yes,
and then focus on making your move upfield.
Yeah, now we will see a punt from Heimbach.
Heimbach will punt it away. Bishop to return. And this takes a Portsmouth West bounce. And it will be down at the 15 by Jake Clevenger of the Pirates.
Yeah, it ends up being a 26-yard punt, but it does the job. It makes it to where that's not returnable for Bishop, and you down them inside the 20. Once again, our little scoreboard camera ends up with under a minute left. It's just going to go to like the full time, so it's 53.9 left here in the half. Maybe, although it's now getting covered by a
maybe if people
umbrella.
were aware of where they put their umbrellas.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, 1st and 10. As the carry from Portsmouth West goes almost nowhere, Bishop stopped in his tracks. I think here towards the back end of the first half, I think Wheelersburg is kind of adjusting to how Anthony Bishop has been running the ball.
Yeah, his last 3 carries, he's gotten 1 yard between the 3, and I think it's smart here for the Senators. Let the clock run down. Maybe you can get a big play here, but it's not worth, giving the ball back to Wheelersburg.
They hand it off again. Parker, he's going nowhere. Ryan Meeker in the backfield for the Pirates.
Yeah, Meeker's had a really nice half so far, and then, we're going to get the timeout. Actually, we're going to have an injury.
We do have a player down for Portsmouth West. 10.6 to go in the first half of this SOC2 championship game.
I guess, if you're going to look at a positive of any injury, if it comes late in the half, you have more time to kind of recoup before you even are trying to play. So if he's able to, probably not going to miss more than 1 play here. And it appears that Berg didn't call a timeout, so the half will just kind of run out once the injured player is able to get to the sideline. So 10.6 to play here in the first half. You look at 21-6, you might think, it's been all Berg, but really, West had that big second drive, gets down, a Mason Parker score, end up going for 2, not getting it. A long scoring drive, really not very many plays on it, but it ends up being a big touchdown run for Elijah Brown. And then the first play from scrimmage, West. First play from scrimmage, West fumbles, and then almost immediately Wheelersburg is able to get the score. Yeah, and our camera just got hit too, so that's
always fun.
Yeah.
Wheelersburg started this season 0-3 with losses to Ironton, McNicholas, and Jackson. That's a tough non-conference schedule. As we mentioned, they have won 5 of their last 6, with their lone loss coming to, again, another tough non-conference opponent in Harvest Prep. But they've taken care of business. They once again find themselves in position for a league title, and a win would almost certainly staple them in the playoff picture. They stand at the 14 seed according to the Joe Itel computer rankings. If the playoffs were to start today, they would get once again a rematch with Harvest Prep in the first round.
Yeah, probably not when you really look at things, probably not where you want to be, but at the same time, you've played them already, you played them tough. It's a matchup where, you have to feel like there's some confidence going in that.
The scores 21-6 in favor of Wheelersburg. We had a issue with our camera pointed at the scoreboard, but nonetheless, we're back to action. 3rd and 8 at the 18, 10.6 remaining. Bishop in motion. Fake the handoff. It's Parker. Parker's got some space, trying to get some. Tried to cut it outside and taken down.
Ends up being a first down, but 3.1 seconds left here in the half.
And that will lead us to halftime here at Portsmouth West. Wheelersburg leading the Senators 21-6 after one half of this SOC2 title game at the Rock. We'll step aside and talk about the first half when we come back. You're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glow Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glow Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glow Fiber is here. Welcome to Glow Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Born in 1963, our next artist has had some of the most recognizable songs in history. Please feel free to dance along as we perform Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody. For our final female icon, we take you to 2009 for this next smash hit. Here's Lady Gaga's Bad Romance. Pirates.
Harrison Beach, you're needed at the concession stand. Harrison Beach, go to the concession stand. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank the following businesses again for our halftime shows this year. For our sensational Senators Marching Band, Sonic Electric, SOMC Ortho, SOMC Urology, Dr. Holman Air, Sarah A. Ralston Money Concepts, Tesco Federal Credit Union, Mensa Tally, Weavers West, Brace Yourself, and IGA at Westside Hardwares. Ladies and gentlemen, Pandora's Box, under the direction of Aaron Blevins and Lane Wellman. Enjoy the show. Drum Major Dalton Russell, and the Sensational Senators Marching Band. The Sensational Senators will be competing at the state finals Sunday at 2 p.m. at Piqua High School. So state finals for our Sensational Senators.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Farm and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Halftime wrapping up here at The Rock at Portsmouth West High School. Wheelersburg leading Portsmouth West 21-6 in this battle for the SOC2 title. This is the third time in a row that Portsmouth West and Wheelersburg have played in a winner-take-all game Week 10 for the SOC2, and Wheelersburg has the upper hand in the first half. What's been the story?
Yeah, really, it was, West gets the ball to start. They get a couple first downs, then stall out. And on the punt for, Christian Carrasco, the punter, the snap was low. He ends up not catching it clean and has to kind of pull it down. Ryan Meeker for Wheelersburg makes a nice play to shut him down before he can get anywhere. Ends up in a short field for Wheelersburg. They're able to score a couple plays later as Braylon Rucker hits Brady Doss for a 6-yard touchdown pass, or an 8-yard touchdown pass, actually. And after the Cooper Heimbach kick, it was 7-0 Wheelersburg. West then goes 80 yards. I believe it's 10 plays, 80 yards. They drive down the field, ends up in a Mason Parker 6-yard touchdown run. They went for 2 and didn't get it. On the following possession, after a big kickoff return, I believe it was Elijah Brown, set up Wheelersburg in a really good position. Elijah Brown, 44-yard run where he broke a couple tackles near the line of scrimmage. Kick was good for Heimbach. The next play from scrimmage for West, Mason Parker's hit in the backfield, ends up fumbling. Kenyon Evans recovers. A couple plays later, Braylon Rucker scores from 4 yards out to make it 21-6 Wheelersburg after the Heimbach kick. So really, it's 2 mistakes for West so far has ultimately made it to where, you're down 2 scores. The big thing for them, though, Wheelersburg gets the ball here to start the second half, so you got to get a stop. You only got 1 stop in that whole first half, so you have to repeat that. Get another stop here, set yourself up to possibly make a comeback. We saw them in Week 4. We had West on stream. They were down 10 at the half. They end up winning the second half 11-0, and that was their second win of 7 in a row. And, they are more than capable to do it. You just got to get a stop to start.
Yeah, and also I'll mention that we got to talk to our Austin Hanna, who will have an article on this game afterwards, so you'll want to check that out on sosaohio.com. But he was also here for the Week 7 game when West took on Valley, and that was a game where Valley had the lead at the half. It was actually the same score, 21-6. Portsmouth West rallied in the second half, came back, and took a 22-21 win over the Indians. So Portsmouth West looking for that same kind of thing, that same comeback to happen here in Week 10 at their home field.
Yeah, a tough, hard-nosed team. You know what you're going to get with West, and but you got to get a stop because this Wheelersburg team has been tested throughout the season. Lost in Week 1 to a really good Iron team. Lost Week 2 to a really good McNichols team. Lost in Week 3 in the last minute to a really good Jackson team. And then you lost a 1-score game to a really good Harvest Prep team. So they've been tested throughout the season. So they are more than ready for situations like tonight.
Since 2012, Wheelersburg is 14-1 against Portsmouth West. That includes 3 playoff matchups. They look to get win number 15 in that span as the second half is underway. Squib kick from Carrasco, fielded by Hunter Bivens just at the 20. And Bivens fights his way, 20-yard return, and the Pirates will set up at the 40.
Yeah, they've been, I believe, outside of when they got a stop on 4th down at around the 20, this is about their normal field position, what they've done so far. So for Wheelersburg, It's been consistently good field position. They've moved the ball pretty well anyway. But when you're in good field position, you have a really good shot.
Braylon Rucker leads his team back out there. Rucker, passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown in the first half, always making an impact on the game. One of the more composed athletes on this Wheelersburg team. Evans in motion. Rucker hands it off to Elijah Brown. Elijah Brown stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe driven back a yard.
Yeah, Brown really 44-yard touchdown run is nothing to sniff at, but his other runs in the first half were 2-1, 2-1. So he hasn't gotten a lot outside of the one big run. So he's got 50 yards on 6 carries, 44 of that coming on 1.
They'll say that Brown got back to the line of scrimmage, so that'll make it 2nd and 10. Rucker fakes the handoff, looks downfield, pass complete to Hall. Hall, they'll say it's an incomplete pass, maybe a break there for the Pirates.
Yeah, that's the, Rucker 3 for 6 now. That's the 3rd drop for his receivers, as they've done a really good job of being selective in their passes, being selective in their play action. And you get the play action right there, gets Hall open, just probably looked downfield before he fully had possession.
3rd and 10, Wheelersburg going 5 wide. Portsmouth West in desperate need of a stop. Rucker drops back, looking downfield, trying to go for Bivens. He overthrew him. And Portsmouth West forces a much-needed 3-and-out on the opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, that's a big play. I believe it was Tyler Thompson got there, makes the hit as Rucker's going to throw downfield, ends up making it to where that's just a kind of a wild throw. Nice play. Good job there dialing up the blitz by West, especially when you go to the 5-out.
So Cooper Heimbach will come out to punt. West has 2 returners deep. Heimbach will boot it away. And it takes a Wheelersburg bounce, and the Pirates will let this roll inside the 10, and it will be downed at about the 5-yard line. 53-yard punt from Cooper Heimbach, showing off that boot.
Yeah, and we saw it on the first one. It's just a very high end-over-end punt. And if you don't catch it in the air, it's going to get a roll. I don't think West anticipated the roll going about 16 yards right there. But you got to try to catch that in the air. I know it's got some extra funk to it, but Heimbach with his 2nd really good punt of the game, that one picks his average up a little bit because the last one was kind of a short one trying to get inside the 20.
So the Senators have 94 yards to work with. Hall hands it off to Parker. Parker, tough run. Just shy of the first down marker, but they'll give him a gain of 9.
Yeah, and that's what you need. As you mentioned, they got to go 94 yards. You got to get something to give yourself a little bit of room, and a 9-yard gain immediately from Mason Parker. One of the things we've noticed throughout the year, as you mentioned, with Austin Hanna mentioned, this West team very good, very well conditioned for these moments.
Handoff up the middle, Bo Roten. Roten picks up a first down and then some.
And he's going to pick up 8. So his 2nd carry, he's averaging about 7.5 a carry. Nice job there, just going to the quick fullback draw, or fullback dive, and Roten able to pick up the 1st. So pretty much ideal start here for the Senators. You get the 3-and-out, and now you're moving the ball on the ground again.
Bivens credited with the tackle for the Pirates. Roten coming into this game, 56 carries, 268 yards, 2 scores. Both came in last week's win over Oak Hill. 1st and 10 at the 24. Send a man in motion, and they hand it off. It's Bishop. Bishop breaks a tackle, and Bishop fighting his way forward through the tackle of Bivens for a first down.
Yeah, that's going to be a pickup of 11 there. And that's kind of what I mentioned in the first half, is try to get someone in motion. Braden Atkins goes in motion there. The ball's not going there, but it at least drags some of the defenders' eyes.
Clears out some space, giving the back some room to run.
Yeah, then anytime you got Bishop and Parker, they're going to get some yardage.
1st and 10 now at the 35. Handoff to Roten. He's going nowhere. Taken down by a herd of Pirate defenders. And the drive temporarily comes to a halt for the Senators.
Yeah, in their first drive of the game, they picked up 2 quick first downs, then had a first down play that went for no yardage, and it stopped the drive pretty much cold. We'll see if it happens again here.
So 2nd and 10 at the 35, under 9 minutes to go. They hand it off to Bishop. Bishop trying to get to the outside, but he's going nowhere again.
Wrapped up by
Ison Emnett.
Well, I think Troy Webb was the first one to get there. They ended up crediting it to Emnett, but Webb looked like he was the one that was able to string it out and get a grip on Bishop without getting the face mask, which we saw that last night if you watched on Prime Video, where the face mask maybe missed, but I don't think it was there. Good play there by Webb.
So a 3rd and long situation for the Senators. Hall fakes a toss. He's looking downfield under pressure. Incomplete down the middle of the field. Tried to go for Bishop down the middle, but he launched it a little short. And the Senators will be forced to punt after a promising start to the drive.
Yeah, and that's their second drive where they've gotten the 2 first downs pretty quickly, but that first down play is so vital for this West offense. With how run heavy they are, if you can't move the ball on that first down, you're going to be playing behind the sticks as they have been there.
Carrasco back to punt. Evans, the return man for Wheelersburg. Punt almost blocked. And the defender ran right into Carrasco as Evans fields it. And Evans is going backwards, taken down just before the 35, flagged down in the backfield.
We'll see if they – I don't think it's going to be roughing. I think it's probably
running into.
Yeah.
Along with Carolyn Tilton-Rapp, flag on the play.
And we got another flag that's around the 46. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the one that ends up being taken if this is only running into, because that's probably in the area of holding. But here's the one thing I'll say. You got an outside linebacker that's your punter. 6'1", 175, big, strong kid in Carrasco. Maybe if that's a punter, he goes down. But as the tough outside linebacker, maybe you're going to try to stay up on the play. Yeah, I think they're going to take whatever the second penalty is, because it would only be a 5-yard if it's a running. Yeah, that's my favorite. It's my favorite signal. Yeah.
That penalty is declined. Holding against the Pirates. That penalty will be accepted.
Yeah, to me, that's the right thing to do, because you're not going to go for it on 4th and 6. But now you've put it to where, Wheelersburg will be, 10 yards further back from where they were, or from where the punt return finished. So now you got to go over 70 yards, and really the second worst field position of the game for the Pirates. It's a smart call.
So Portsmouth West defense on the first drive of the second half was able to get a 3-and-out. Let's see if they can replicate that success as the Pirates get ready to take the field on offense. We know Wheelersburg, obviously this hasn't been their best season, but they're still, again, in position to win a league title tonight. We know them as one of the best programs in the area. They've got 2 state titles to their program's history in 1989 and 2017. The drive will start at the 27. Rucker hands it off. It's Elijah Brown. Elijah Brown fighting through traffic. He refuses to go down before finally touching the turf at the 30.
Ends up being about a 4-yard gain, and he fought for every inch of that as he just kept battling and fighting. Does a good job of holding onto the ball as West is trying to rip the ball out there. Now, the big thing here for Berg, probably going to have to go on the road to Barnesville next week. Barnesville currently up 40, I believe it was 42-0 on Union Local at the half. Union Local 8-1 school, so not the easiest place to play the Shamrocks.
2nd and 6 at the 31. Rucker fakes the handoff, finds Evans outside, and Evans gets maybe a yard before being brought down no further.
Hey, I'll say this, though. That's their first completion since, I believe, the first quarter. So it's nice for them to just, well, never mind. but for them, it's nice just to see one get into the receiver's hands. You got a 3rd and 5. Big play coming up.
Looked like it was Micah Barnes on the tackle for the Senators. Third and 5 at the 32. Pirates going 4 wide. Rucker drops back. He's got a screen over the middle for Evans. And Kenyon Evans has some room. Kenyon Evans trying to get to the sideline. Kenyon Evans makes a man miss before going out of bounds just before the 30. Braylon Rucker connects with Kenyon Evans on a middle screen, and the Pirates flip field position.
Yeah, 36-yard gain there. And really, it's a perfect play call, and it's so hard. You think when you're just watching it, it's like, why are they just going? They're not being blocked. You're not going to be able to get to them. But you're taught to go to the ball, and they're going so hard to the ball there. Evans gets wide open in the middle, makes a few men miss, 36-yard gain.
1st and 10, Rucker hands it off. Elijah Brown brutes his way forward. Pickup of 6 on the carry.
Yeah, nice job there by Brown, just battling for it. He's ran really hard tonight. That's 60 yards for him on 8 carries. He's done a nice job, obviously with the one long touchdown run, but he's handled the ball really well.
2nd and 4 at the 26, 5:48 to go in the 3rd. Doss motions to his left. They hand it off. Here's Stephen Hall. Stephen Hall picks up maybe 2 yards on the carry, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 coming up. I think you're in field goal range. Maybe you try to get the ball a little bit more to the middle, but I don't think the Pirates are going to settle here. Although a field goal would make it a 3-score game.
We'll see if the Pirates can pick it up on 3rd down and 3. Heavy set in for the Pirates. They hand it off. It's Ison Emnett. Ison Emnett, tough run up the middle.
Well, he's hit about the line to gain and then is able to fall forward for another yard. Nice run there by Ison Emnett. You bring in the big bruisers, you're able to get the short yardage, and now you're just going to run even more clock, which makes things really difficult for this West team, which, while they're a very good offensive team, it's very run heavy, so it's a lot of, not a lot of chunk plays.
New drive starts at the 21. Rucker looking downfield for Doss, incomplete and deflected by Bishop.
We've talked about Anthony Bishop throughout the game. That's a great play because he had Brady Doss. A really nice throw by Rucker because there's no way that's getting picked off. But it looked like he probably had he had Doss, but Anthony Bishop was able to come out of nowhere, knock that ball down.
6th pass breakup of the season for Anthony Bishop. Again, we've talked about him all game long. He can do it on offense and defense. Pirates on the doorstep of the red zone. Rucker rolls out. He's got Doss. Doss makes a man miss before Bishop recovers and brings him down at the 10. So Rucker goes right back to Doss, and they pick up another 1st down.
Yeah, picks up 11. Now you're at the worst place for 1st and goal at the 10, but you're also 1st and goal. Nice move there by Doss to be able to make a man miss and pick up a couple extra yards to get that 1st down.
Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. Rucker takes a snap, hand it off. No, he'll keep it. You know it's a good play when we're faked out, don't know who has the ball, but Rucker takes it himself for a gain of 5.
Yeah, and now you're seeing the beef go in for Wheelersburg, so more than likely it's going to go Ison Emnett, but at the same time, you've got the variety you still got Kenyon Evans on the outside. You got Rucker that can just pull it and run.
2nd and goal at the 5. They hand it off. It's Emnett. Emnett stopped just past the line of scrimmage. But Portsmouth West was ready for it that time. And now it's 3rd and goal for the Pirates. Gain of about 1.
Big play. Big play.
Brown and Doss re-enter the game for the Pirates. Landon McGraw and Kenyon Evans to the left of Rucker on the outside. Rucker looking, got a man in the end zone, touchdown Wheelersburg. Xander Mowry on the reception. And Braylon Rucker connects with him for a 4-yard touchdown pass, and the Pirates go up by 3 scores.
Rucker's 11th touchdown of the year. Nice play design there. 5th score for Xander Mowry from 4 yards out. Very difficult situation now for the Senators.
Heimbach once again out to attempt the extra point. High snap, and the kick is good. Cooper Heimbach stays perfect on his PATs, and a 4-yard touchdown strike puts the Pirates up by 3 scores. Late in the 3rd quarter, you're watching Ohio High School football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Cooper Heimbach set to send things away for the Pirates. A 4-yard strike from Braylon Rucker to Xander Mowry puts Wheelersburg up 28-6 in the 3rd quarter. As Bishop fields this one at the goal line, trying to get outside. Gets past the 20 before being brought down on the far sideline with 2:48 left in the 3rd.
You don't see a whole lot of 59-yard kickoffs in high school because usually you're going to let that one go. But Bishop does a nice job getting outside the 20. So a must-score drive here for the Senators. As you're down 3 scores, you're probably going to get at most 3 possessions, unless you can force some turnovers or something that we haven't really seen likely for Wheelersburg. But you got a big crowd here. It looks like it's a beautiful night now that the rain has stopped. So
great atmosphere here at the Rock, as you would anticipate for a Week 10 rivalry game, winner take all for the SOC2. Brody Hall takes a snap. They hand it off. Gain of maybe 1.
Yeah, and for West, they're in Division 6 this year instead of 5. So they are – it's about a 50-50 chance to host 2 games. They'll definitely host next week. Looks like probably Dayton Christian, which is a very winnable game for them. And then you kind of just go from there in Week 12. But, you know, this is a West team that is really, after a slow start to this year, has had a great season.
2nd and 9 at the 24. Hall flushed, looking downfield. Had a man open, but the pass was deflected.
Number 60, once again, Troy Webb. That's a second nice play of the second half for the senior. 6'2", 250. Nice play by Webb. He's the one who, you know, he stopped the earlier possession pretty much, dead in its tracks by knocking down a ball, and he knocks down a pass right there as well.
As Wheelersburg defensive line, too, we've seen it this game, but even when they're not making plays that get put in the stat book, they're still having an impact on how the play ends. 3rd and 9. Hall looks downfield, flushed under pressure and taken down. Ison Ebnett. Big time play on 3rd down. Drops him in the backfield, his 4th sack of the season.
Yeah, Emnett's been all over the place tonight. And the depth that Wheelersburg has to where, Emnett doesn't have to play every down on the offensive side to where he can be a full menace defensively as he comes up with a big play there. And good job there by Hall of not losing that as he's hit. But Carrasco now on to punt again.
4th and 18, 1:20 left in the 3rd. Evans back to return once again. High punt. And Wheelersburg's going to have great field position on their next drive.
Yeah,
that ball went about a mile in the air.
Yeah, 14-yard punt. Just, is averaging 32 yards per punt on the season. So there, doesn't get a ton of room, but you don't really expect that as it just goes off the side of the foot. But got some good elevation at least.
3rd time in the last 3 seasons these teams have met for the SOC2 title, with each team splitting. Portsmouth West winning in 2022. Wheelersburg getting back on track last year, a 35-7 win at Ed Miller Stadium. Looking to add to it, Rucker looking to throw on 1st down. Rucker takes a shot, and it's caught. Evans on the far sideline.
Kind of surprised they let that stand because the ball came out when he landed on the outside, maybe because he was so far out of bounds, but ends up being a 19-yard play. Nice job there by Rucker, just waving his man downfield. Evans finding some room. He had no catches in the first half. He's got 3 for 56 yards here in the second half.
1st and goal at the 10 once again. Rucker hands it off. And Hall is going nowhere, taken down for a loss.
A nice job there by the Senators up front. They've done a good job of really just battling throughout this game. Not a whole lot of room on the ground for Wheelersburg besides a couple of big runs. It's been a lot of stuff through the air. And short fields. Short fields has been a killer so far tonight.
Wheelersburg not looking to take their foot off the gas. 2nd and goal at the 11. Here's Hall. Hall fighting forward, taken down after a gain of a few yards. Bishop on the stop. Wheelersburg does not have to run a play before the end of the quarter. And it looks like they will let time wind down. 3 quarters down, 1 to go here at Portsmouth West. The Wheelersburg Pirates are 12 minutes away from an outright SOC2 title. We'll be back with the 4th quarter between the Pirates and Senators. You're watching Ohio High School Football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
Wheelersburg head coach Rob Woodward came to Wheelersburg in 2008, took the head coaching job, and he's done nothing but win 10 SOC2 titles in his time at Wheelersburg, and he's looking to add number 11, and the Pirates are 12 minutes away from doing just that. Pirates lead 28-6, looking to add to it. It's 3rd and goal at the 7. Doss motions to his right. Rucker fires to the end zone. McGraw, touchdown Pirates.
Yeah, where West is playing off pretty, playing off a good bit. That's the second time in a row they just ran an inside slant. The last one to Mowry, that one to McGraw, and it results in 6. Could go for 2 here to try to get to the running clock.
3rd touchdown of the season for Landon McGraw. The Pirates will attempt a 2-point try to put the running clock in play. As the Pirates line up in the I form, they fakes the handoff. Rucker got Doss wide open, connecting for the 2-point conversion. 36-6 is the score. So after the following kickoff, we will go to a running clock. Pirates in control here at The Rock. You're watching Ohio High School Football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo-Hio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
3 passing touchdowns on the night for Wheelersburg quarterback Braylon Rucker. They've all gone to 3 different receivers, with Landon McGraw, the latter of the 3, on a 7-yard strike. And then Rucker finds Brady Doss on the 2-point conversion to extend the lead to 30. It's 36-6. Just 4 seconds into this 4th quarter, we'll have a running clock after this ensuing kickoff.
And once the ball gets put on correctly.
Braylon Rucker and Landon McGraw connecting. We talk about those two on the basketball court as well, 2 key pieces of the Pirates basketball team, and we look forward to seeing them on the hardwood this season as well. As Bishop will once again field the kickoff, trying to work up the middle, taken down just after the 20-yard line. It's Hunter Henderson on the tackle.
It's always nice for a guy like Hunter Henderson that's working so hard on all these plays to maintain the edge, to be able to come up and make a play. Nice play there by number 27, Hunter Henderson. As you mentioned, we got the running clock, which for, with West, it's a 4-score game anyway, but the way they run their offense, this could be a very quick 4th quarter because they're going to be running the ball pretty heavily here.
West looking to salvage something as we're under 11 minutes left in this ball game. They hand it off. It's Braden Adkins. Gain of about 2 on the carry. It's Kenyon Evans making the stop for Wheelersburg.
Yeah, we could see some different guys getting carries here for West because you're going to host the game next week. Maybe you just say, okay, it's senior night. Let's try to get some different guys some touches here because we know we got a game next week. Now, Atkins only a sophomore, but I know he's a big part of their future.
2nd and 8. They hand it off. Bishop breaks a tackle. Bishop refusing to go down. Big carry once again for Bishop.
I say that, and then Bishop breaks off an 18-yard gain. So nice run there for Bishop. So had an outstanding night.
According to the Joe Itel computer rankings, Portsmouth West is 4th in Division 6, Region 24, and would host Cincinnati Deer Park in round 1 of the playoffs. 1st and 10, handoff to Bishop. Bishop breaks free, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a heck of a either 1-yard loss or a no gain. Yeah, it ends up being a 1-yard loss. And for me, now I might have missed a couple plays in that first possession when I'm trying
with our technical difficulties. Had a few of those this year.
Yeah. He's over 100 yards now rushing. I got him at 109. So pretty nice game for him. He's also got 2 catches, 29 yards. So Bishop has had a nice game overall for the Senators.
2nd down and 11. Hall fakes the handoff, pass through the hands, in and out of Bo Roten. Kenyon Evans going in to make the tackle if Roten had caught it, but Roten couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, now you got a 3rd and long, and it's kind of been a repeat throughout this game. Anytime they've not gotten anything positive on that first down. So first drive stalled after throwing an incomplete pass on first down. Last drive stalled after getting a no gain on first down. So this one they get a 1-yard loss. Now you're behind the sticks. Going to be tough to pick this one up.
3rd down and 11. Hall rolling out to his right. Pass on the sideline complete. Levi Picklesheimer on the reception. And the Senators pick up a first down.
Yeah, and they don't throw the ball a lot. But when they do, Hall, when he's able to get his feet set and look downfield, he's got a nice arm. So he does a good job. Nice catchable ball there. Picklesheimer does a good job of catching it and getting to the sticks. Nice play for the Senators.
Senators in Wheelersburg territory. Adkins goes in motion. They hand it off. Parker pick up of a few yards. Luke Coons on the tackle. Coons.
Yeah, I believe he's now over 60 yards on the night for Parker. You know, he's over 1,000 yards on the year. He's had an outstanding career. 227 yards last week. We knew there wasn't really going to probably be a repeat of that today, but he's ran the ball really hard.
2nd and 6. Hall looking to throw. Hall incomplete. Pass intended for Micah Barnes. And it's just out of his reach. It's 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, I think the play design was to go there, but Picklesheimer got open almost immediately on the near side. He glanced and then went to the other side. So that could be something to look for, because that's 2 plays in a row where Picklesheimer's got himself open. Only 3 catches on the year coming into the game, but he's looked good running routes so far tonight.
3rd and 6. Hall looking downfield, trying to find something. Pass caught on the sideline by Bishop. Not enough for a first down.
But you're in a decent position here. You only got to pick up a yard. Ends up being a pickup of 5. The far side official, and we've noticed that a lot this year now, especially like Southeast Ohio with the officials. The side officials are never remotely close to being even with each other.
4th and 1. They hand it off to Parker. Parker fighting his way forward, extending the ball past the first down marker.
Yeah, I feel like he got there. I don't know if the spot's going to be the best. I think it ends up being there.
It looks like they're going to give him the first down. Oh, Wheelersburg arguing that he was short.
And when he stretched it out, it looked like he got there. Yep, they're going to give it to him.
First down for the Senators. Mason Parker on the extension.
So 5'11", 197. He went against 6'2", 250 and is able to fight for that extra half yard. Big time run there by Mason Parker. A senior doesn't want to go home on his senior night. It's a long shot, clearly, with 5 minutes left to go in the game.
And a running clock.
But you got these West Side kids are going to battle until that final horn.
5 minutes left in this SOC championship game. Hall looking downfield for Wolfenbarker, intercepted. Xander Mowry picks it off, and he's going to try to take it back. Mowry down the far sideline, flag is down, but Mowry stays on his feet. Mowry now on the near sideline, trying to cut it back, breaks free. Xander Mowry. This play is coming back regardless, but Xander Mowry goes down at the 15.
Ends up being an 81-yard return that will come back. But what a return by Xander Mowry. What a play downfield. And I'll give, Logan Wolfenbarker is the intended receiver, Doesn't make the catch, obviously, because it was overthrown. But he's blocked, and then he's one of the ones that chased him down. Mason Parker makes the play at the end. And I think also there may have been a turf monster got him there, probably because it was an 81-yard return where he went all over the field. So he probably ran about 200 yards on the play.
Xander Mowry showing off the moves, but the flag on the return makes it all to no avail. But nonetheless, Wheelersburg takes possession, and they are 4 minutes and 30 seconds away from a second consecutive SOC2 title.
Yeah, it's the second interception of the year. I think we're going to see some number 2s coming in now for the Pirates, and we will.
It'll be Jack Dorr taking the snaps for the Pirates. So he hands it off to number 42, Brady Music, on the carry.
So we have a pickup of 2 for Music.
Dorr, a 6-foot freshman, saw action in the Week 3 game against Jackson, went 6 for 8, threw for 119 yards and 2 scores. Also, 4 carries for 36 yards and a rushing touchdown as well against the Ironmen.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the pregame. He looked really good throwing the ball, but he's behind a 3-year starter in Rucker, so just got to kind of bide his time. But it's always nice to have that healthy competition that the Berg has right now.
They hand it off again. Music gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Music only a sophomore. Always good to get a little bit of time here on the Friday night.
This Wheelersburg team started off the season 0-3, won 5 of their next 6, with the lone loss being to Harvest Prep, but they've taken care of business in league play. They're well on their way to league title number 11 in the Rob Woodward era. 3rd and 8. Dorr lost it, and he falls right back on it. And the play's dead. It'll be 4th down for the Pirates. Ball might have just slipped out of his hands there, maybe.
Doesn't hurt the completion percentage.
Haven't had really any rain at all in the second half, but ball maybe still just a little damp.
Yeah, we're going to see. I believe Heimbach will come back on. I would guess that he'll be the one to continue punting, even with the 2s in right now. Yeah, it'll be from the 15.
Bishop back to return for the Senators. Good boot from Heimbach as Bishop fields it around the 47. Bishop down the near sideline, cuts it back. Bishop on his feet. Bishop refusing to go out of bounds. Heimbach was the one to force him out.
Yeah, and probably the lowest punt of the day. Probably the first one that he's been able to return. Only 38 yards on the kick. A nice return there for Anthony Bishop. First time he's been able to catch one of the punts. Get some nice yardage there. 1:56 to play. For the Senators, it'd be nice if you can go in and stop the running clock.
At the 19-yard line.
Again, we talk about the slow start that Wheelersburg had to the season. Up until 2 weeks ago, this program didn't really have a signature win on the year. As hand off to Parker, gain of about a couple, but they went into Waverly 2 weeks ago and took care of business there, and then they end the regular season with a big rivalry win on the road. They'll clinch the league title, and they'll solidify their spot in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, it was still borderline iffy. They with some, like, really the Waverly win kind of clinched it for them, but still were battling. They're going to have to go on the road and probably travel a good bit. But this is a good team.
Adkins takes the sweep and taken down. Hunter Henderson coming in on the tackle. We saw him make a play on special teams earlier, and now he gets a tackle on defense as well.
Yeah, they're going to clear out their starting defenders here for Wheelersburg as they did a great job tonight. As this West team has put up a lot of points in the way that they do it, with the very run-heavy team. But they've been rolling like 7 straight wins, and only the one score tonight. So good job by the Pirate defense going into the postseason.
3rd and 7 at the 17. Hall rolling out, looking for Wolfenbarker in the end zone, overthrown and out of bounds.
Now we'll have one more play tonight, maybe. That might be it, because you got to kind of hurry up to get the play in now.
It looks like both teams are in no hurry.
Yep, that'll be it.
Rob Woodward took over the Wheelersburg program in 2008. He's done nothing but win. This will be league title number 11 for the Wheelersburg Pirates, and they add to it tonight. The Wheelersburg Pirates are on top of the SOC2 once again. It's the Pirates over the Portsmouth West Senators 36-6, the final at the Rock. And the Pirates clinch the league title and a playoff spot. We'll step aside and talk about the game recap and what to look for going forward. You're watching Ohio High School Football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glow Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glow Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glow Fiber is here. Welcome to Glow Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Back here at the Rock at Portsmouth West High School, the final score between Wheelersburg and Portsmouth West is the Pirates 36, the Senators 6. The Wheelersburg Pirates win their third SOC2 title in the last 4 years, and they all but punched their ticket into the playoffs once again.
Yeah, it was a really impressive performance by Wheelersburg, and this is kind of what we expected to see from the start of Wheelersburg. You know, we didn't know, how West went throughout the season. They really battled through some adversity early in the year, won some tight games, and then really grinded their way to 7 straight victories. So we thought we'd see a really, tightly played game, but Wheelersburg took advantage of every mistake that West made. And that's what you have to do. You take advantage of those mistakes. You take advantage of the short field, and that's ultimately what the difference was tonight. Braylon Rucker was outstanding. He was 9 of 14, 116 yards, 3 touchdowns, also had a rushing touchdown. And I would say probably 4 of those 5 incompletions were drops. He was, really patient in the pocket when he had to be. He could do it on the move. He found different receivers, and really when they got down into the inside the 10 when he was his best. Kenyon Evans had 3 catches, 56 yards. He also recovered a fumble, which set up their 3rd score of the game and really made it very difficult for West at that point. You had Brown had the big touchdown run. Elijah Brown did he had a 44-yard touchdown run. Didn't have a whole lot of yardage besides that. They didn't run. When you see the rushing numbers, ultimately it wasn't a great night running for Berg, but it did its job. But really, they started with a short field most of the night. But Braylon Rucker did a great job of finding his receivers. Xander Mowry had a 4-yard touchdown reception, his only catch of the night. Landon McGraw had 2 catches, 21 yards, also a 7-yard touchdown. And then Brady Doss had 3 catches for 35 yards, including an 8-yard touchdown that got the scoring started. So started off up 7-0. Mason Parker scored for West, their only score of the game that made it 7-6. After a missed 2-point conversion, it was all Pirates from there. Brown with his 44-yard touchdown run. Rucker then had a 4-yard touchdown run. Going into the half, 21-6. West gets a quick stop, picks up a couple first downs, and then stalls out. And then after that, Rucker to Maurer for 4 yards, and then Rucker to McGraw for 7 yards to end the score. And then Rucker to Doss on the 2-point conversion try. So I was impressed with what I saw out of Wheelersburg tonight. And this West team, Division 6, it's going to be tough to win the area that they are in because Coldwater's in it, but I don't see any reason why they can't possibly win a couple games. It's going to be tough for them to get a second home game because of the loss tonight. More than likely playing a Dayton Christian team that they should be able to handle, in my opinion, in that week 11 situation that would be played here at the Rock. So they're more than likely going to be either the 4, maybe the 5, and if it's St. Bernard Elmwood Place in week 12, I wouldn't think that would be a game that wouldn't be a possibility for West to win as well if they play well because of what they're able to do. I didn't even really mention Anthony Bishop had over 110 yards rushing. He had 34 yards on 3 catches as well. Mason Parker finishes his regular season career here at the Rock, had over 60 yards rushing, had a 6-yard touchdown as well. This West team is a good team. It's a good team. They were 7-3 for a reason, and being Division 6, being away from Ironton, being away from Wheelersburg, I think makes it to where they have a chance to extend their season. It'd be nice if they can get a couple games here at the Rock. But they will definitely have one in week 11 while Wheelersburg will go on the road in that massive, ridiculous Region 19 because they're going to be, around the 13-14 seed, and it's going to be tough. Now, it could be Harvest Prep, could be Barnesville. No matter who it's going to be tough. They're going to have to play
Columbus Academy.
Yeah, it's going to be somebody that's a very good team. But if they play like they have been the last few weeks, I like their chances to possibly move on as well. This is still a fairly young team. They're a good team overall, well coached, and just excited that we were able to get here. We appreciate the people at the Rock. Our Kenneth Hay did a great job getting here early, getting us a prime setup for tonight. Great 10 weeks of high school football. Now we get to the playoffs, and it's the best time of the year.
Yeah, Wheelersburg is now winners of 15 of the last 16 against Portsmouth West. And that concludes our coverage of the regular season of the high school football season on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health. Want to also give a quick thanks to all of our sponsors that have made all of these streams possible, and also to Ohio Health, who makes everything we do at SOSA possible all year long. Also want to give a quick promotion for tomorrow. Our action up at Waverly. If you're looking for some volleyball action tomorrow,
Wheelersburg will be on there.
Yeah, Wheelersburg will play the first game at noon against Fairland. So you'll want to have your eye out on that one. Dewey and Shane Combs will have the call for 3 Division 5 district finals from Waverly tomorrow. And then as far as football season goes, we'll figure out.
So if you found us, you'll be able to find, where it'll be put out on Facebook probably early in the week. The seeds will be finalized on Sunday. More than likely by midnight tonight, you're probably going to know where your favorite team will be playing next week. And then at that point, we will decide where we're going to be in week 11. But we'll have you at least weeks 11 and 12. And then we will kind of see from there. So hopefully we've got some teams that make a deep run. I think we've got a couple that can definitely do so, especially with possibly some a positive outlook on the seeding situation. So should be exciting. As you said, we got a lot of coverage. SosaOhio.com is going to be a lot of volleyball, a lot of soccer in the next couple days. And then you're going to see a lot of stuff about your favorite football teams as well.
And you can check out SosaOhio.com. Our Austin Hanna will have a post-game recap of this game sometime tomorrow morning, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
And so that will wrap up our coverage from the Rock tonight. Once again, Wheelersburg winners over Portsmouth West 36-6. And they are your 2024 SOC2 champions. From John Bruce, Dewey Daly, Kenneth Hay, I'm Carson Francis. We thank you for tuning in to tonight's presentation of Ohio High School Football on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.